Hi, Saggy. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Mars for the week beginning the 2nd of June. If you would like to get a more... just trying to sort out my cards. I've done a lot of readings today. If you would like to get a more unique perspective on your reading, please do look at your other parts of your natal chart. It gives you just... it's more personalized than just looking at your sun sign, for instance. So go and check the other ones out too. Okay, what have we got for Sagittarius this week? What is the current energy surrounding Sagittarius, please? Page of Swords. Curiosity. You're curious about something. You feel like you need a fresh start or a fresh perspective or just a new way of thinking about something. What is the focus this week, please, for Sagittarius? What should Sagittarius be focusing on this week? Okay, we're going to go with all of them, I'm being told. All right. Okay, let's have a look then. I'll move that over a bit. The focus this week is to put down the burdens and responsibilities that you've been carrying too long. You might not be able to see them, but they are giving you some nightmares. The moon is obscurity as well, fears. Four of Swords is rest. This has come up for nearly everybody. So where are you feeling burdened? And that's probably why you're looking at wanting a fresh, you're curious about a fresh way of thinking about things, because you can't see how to put these burdens and responsibilities down, but you know you need to, because they're causing you some sleepless nights. Fears, nightmares, this is the same thing. It's obscured. And that's all that's saying, I feel. I think it's just highlighting that it's obscured. The moon is a major arcana card. So it's the most important bit of these. You need to rest. Okay, you need to recharge. You're not going to find this clarity, this sword here. You're not going to find that clarity unless you rest. It's a week of rest. Goodness, everybody's getting that. Weird. Okay. So, challenge the devil. Releasing yourself from these burdens and responsibilities. You are bound to something. You might not be aware of what it is. You might just have that feeling of restriction. You are bound to something. You might even be addicted to it. Okay. You need to use your intuition to find out what it is. What's the outcome of this? Cards going everywhere. I think you're feeling a bit scattered. The outcome. Okay. Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving with the Hierophant. I think there's a spiritual lesson coming in, or a spiritual blessing even, through doing this, focusing on this, and wanting to find this new, fresh way of thinking about something. Releasing yourself from the bondage, which is challenging, especially if you're not sure what it is. You know, it's obscured. This moon, I don't know if you can see that. Let's put it there. This moon is obscuring something. But the outcome is that you are going to find balance, find a new balance. You're going to feel steadier. You're going to feel more secure. This could even be somebody mentoring you. So it might be that you need to go and get some help. to really understand what's going on with you. And this could be a mentor. I feel for a lot of you, it's a spiritual lesson. So it is mentoring in a way, but it's a spiritual one. Really look, and this is probably where the burdens lie, look at how much you're giving in comparison to how much you're receiving. If you are giving more than you're receiving, you are going to feel burdened. And you're going to need to rest and recharge, because you're not bringing as much in as you're putting out. It could even be financial. You might be spending more than you're bringing in, or you might have bills that are coming, that are more than you are bringing in, and that's causing these nightmares, and you can't see how you can put down this responsibility. You need to think about it all differently. So you're trying to have that fresh perspective to release yourself from the bondage of something. If this is a job that isn't paying enough anymore, how are you bound to it? But I think the bondage is to these responsibilities. You're a freedom-loving sign. You like the adventure. You're usually really optimistic. I really think there is a spiritual lesson in this, but I think it's coming through as a blessing in disguise, perhaps, because you're suddenly being able to see how you're giving too much, or where you're giving too much, or to who. Okay, so what is this leading to for Sagittarius, please, this week? What is this leading Sagittarius into? Ace of Wands, great, new start. Much more Sagittarius energy, fire, passion, adventure, wanting to leap forward into something fresh and new, and it could be a new job. So let's get some clarification on these, get a bit more information. Move these over a bit. Okay, let's get this Page of Swords clarified as your current energy. Tell me more about this current energy. Okay. We've got the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is, you need to end this cycle of thinking in a certain way. These nightmares need to end. You're stressed, you're anxious. You want to find a new way forward so that you don't have this anymore. You want to end this cycle. You want to transform this cycle completely, because you don't want it back again. You don't want to end it and then start it again. You want to completely transform it, transmute it into something new. And you want it to happen quick. Your energy is saying this needs to happen fast. If that isn't what this is in your current energy, you've just had a message come in that's coming fast. It's come out of the blue, and it's causing you to realize that you need to rethink everything. Okay. I think actually that's more of what it is, and it might not be an external message, it might be an internal one, like a realization. So let's have a look at this focus for Sagittarius, please. What's the focus here for Sagittarius? This focus. Oh, the Emperor and the King of Wands. I don't feel like these are you. I feel like this is an outside force that is causing this. This is perhaps an authority figure, so it could be about bills, or a boss, but somebody that you see as an authority figure who is very confident. They might even be egotistical, but they are definitely very confident. And rather than you being normally this confident, adventurous no doubts person, they are causing you to doubt yourself. They're causing you to lose your fire, or your fire is obscured because of them. Your fire is obscured, your doubt, your confidence is obscured because of this authority figure in your life. Interesting. So what's the challenge? I'm just going with the top one because there's a lot fell out there. The challenge is justice. So with the devil is your restrictions. The challenge then with the devil is to find a way past these restrictions that's balanced and fair, but also it's to see that and to focus on the fact that this could all come out in your favor. Whatever's going on here, it can all come out in your favor. You need to focus on that though. Don't focus on where you're restricted. Focus on how to get free of that restriction by being fair, by being balanced, and by focusing on the good, the victory, rather than the defeat. And that's challenging when there's all this going on. Okay. Clarify the outcome, please. Clarify the outcome. This could even be somebody you know who is helping you. It could be help coming in from a traditional source. Underneath this justice was judgment. This could even be a legal matter for some of you. This really could be a legal matter for some of you, and there will be somebody coming to help. So we've got the magician with this. You do have all the tools you need. Don't give up. Try and be optimistic. There is a new start coming, a new phase of life coming, where this is over and you can begin again. Okay? That will be fairer and more balanced, where you are not losing either from an energy perspective or from a financial perspective. And can we clarify the Ace of Wands with the Knight of Swords? So two very fast moving cards. I think you are going to have a new idea, a new way forward that suddenly feels freeing, passionate, exciting. And you're going to see how to do it. You're going to get the clarity of how to do it, probably by resting and recharging. This knight then has all the ideas that he needs to go forward in a new way. So you've gone from that page of thinking about how can I do this to being able to take action. It's a great progression there. So really here, this is great. You've gone from the Ten of Swords, the nightmares needing to end, to the Page of Swords. How do I do this differently? How do I think differently? How do I get a new perspective? To the Knight of Swords, which is, I now know how to take action on this and move forward. Brilliant. That's great, because it looked a bit daunting for a while there, Saji. Let's get a message from the angels for you. What do the angels want to tell Sagittarius this week, please? Oh, okay. We've got a lot going on, probably because this is quite an intense reading. Oh my. Okay. Sandalphon, intention. Hold the good intentions. Focus on what you want, the optimism, the glass half full, not the glass half empty. Find that peace, that serenity through rest, Shamael. Really hone in on your intuition. The moon. That's Raziel. Zafkael, euphoria. Moving towards that sense of euphoria of winning. and the thrill of new adventure. Jophiel, Ace of Wands. It is going to come out all right in the wash. But there is something going on. For some of you, it's just an internal process. For others, it could be something to do with the justice system or some legal document. For others, it could be to do with work. It depends on who you are and how it plays out in your life. But it is going to take you in the right direction. Just keep that Pollyanna approach going. You know, you're good at that, and it will serve you well to use your Sagittarius energy this week. Please let me know in the comments if this resonates, how things work out for you. I'd love to know how they work out for you. And like, subscribe, share. I'm trying to grow my channel. It would really, really help me. And I am so appreciative of all of you that are watching. So I will see you again next week.